Alright, so this is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. We refer to it as Superstar Saga DX though. It's faster, easier. You know, we're not about to say plus Bowser's Minions. Basically, it's pretty much a one-to-one port. Not really, as you can tell by the graphics. But this game does a lot of things right and a lot of things wrong, some people may say. One of the biggest changes is the removal of infinite bros moves, which is pretty significant in the original. One of the most crucial bros moves being Chopper Bros, which we are still going to use in this run, but it is just significantly worse. So you'll notice right off the bat that the submission time is actually lower than Superstar Saga GBA glitchless, mostly thanks to the fast forward button, really almost cutting all of the cutscenes in half. So there's a lot less downtime in this run. You'll also know that this is easy mode. And easy mode basically multiplies your POW by some integer between 1.75 and 1.8. We don't actually know for sure. But on these first tutorial fights, it's actually not going to matter at all that we have easy mode on or off, because it doesn't affect these fights for some reason. But it will affect tutorial fights later on. You'll see. Alright, another thing that you're going to see is I'm playing on the Japanese version. And that's for no real reason other than I don't own an English 3DS. And this 3DS is not homebrewed because, you know, don't want to get banned. But yeah, this is a clean 3DS, I would say, right? So it is a Japanese region 3DS. But text, you can't really read the text on English anyway because of the fast forward button. Just text is just way too fast. But yeah, text is not a factor at all. I just run on it because it's really the only option I have. Alright, so as we near the airship, we're gonna come on to some tutorials. And this gives us a good time to actually talk about what makes this game faster than Superstar Saga GBA. Because this game is technically faster than Superstar Saga glitchless. This run is pretty much glitchless as well. There's one skip that could or could not be classified as a glitch that we're going to be doing, but it only saves 5 seconds, so alright, so we're switching to easy mode right here, and some people may look down on easy mode as cheating, and it's really not. You still see the same parts of the game, and it doesn't really affect how we play because it is only multiplying our POW. We don't plan on taking any damage anyway, so the added defense that we're gonna gain doesn't really affect us as much as it would, say, a casual player, you know. So easy mode combined with fast forward button really is what puts this game nearly 15 minutes ahead of Superstar Saga when in comparison to glitchless, of course. Hopefully people don't come into this run thinking or expecting Superstar Saga any percent, because basically none of the skips translate over into this game. Nintendo obviously knew about them, and the new engine, of course, probably like cut out the bugs anyway. Not to say that there aren't any useless glitches in this game, but there are none, basically none, useful for this run at the current moment. Hopefully someone can fix that. But yeah, you'll see that we are doing 2 damage per jump on these Goombas, and that is exactly the same as normal mode. Because for some reason, normal mode does not carry over onto these fights. Even though there is really no text and there would be no consequences for killing the Goombas a turn early, for some reason the developers were just like, nah. Alright, so here's our first roll of the game. Alright, we have a little text box telling us how to do it. So unlike Superstar Saga, where the rolls are pretty much random, in this game, rolls are absolutely free. And if you mess them up, you should feel ashamed, because they are definitely one of the easiest rolls to actually hit in the series. Also, unlike Superstar Saga, we can hit 4s in the roulette wheel, which is possible in Superstar Saga, but not right off the bat. You're mostly looking for a 3. So, you know. We want all the power we can get. In Superstar Saga, you kind of don't want to be too over-leveled or too overpowered. That can be a problem, but the experience route for us is actually, it's tight, but, you know, we don't have to worry about roll RNG, so we're really good. We know when we're going to level up, and we know what power we're going to be at, pretty much. So we're going to invest into PAL the entire run. Not a single time are we ever going to diverge from investing into PAL. Alright, so we're coming up onto the first boss where easy mode comes into play. So, like I said, it multiplies PAL by 1.7x. We don't really know. It's larger than 1.75, but less than 1.8. Somewhere in there, you know. Yeah, Bone. That's what we're doing. Alright, so you're gonna see that we're gonna be doing significantly more damage than it looks like we're supposed to. Even looking at it, we should not be doing 12 damage at level 2. Alright, so that's gonna have a good consequence for us, because normally Bowser would give you a tutorial here, or ask you if you wanted to do a tutorial. But since Fawful's helmet explodes before he can do that, it really just skips Bowser ever talking to us, and saves a lot of time. And just like that, Fawful is already dead. So this is about 15 seconds faster than doing it in the intended way. Alright, I'm gonna say that most people would not have even known easy mode existed at this point, so the developers really didn't bother. But they did bother for some reason to fix the Goomba tutorial battles. I don't know. They're weird. Alright, so I'm probably going to be alluding to normal mode and Superstar Saga glitchless GBA a lot. Not a lot, but I'll just tell you when something important happens. An important difference between the two. And I would say easy mode is actually a better category to watch than, you know, normal mode, because the fights are faster. And in some instances, you get to see more of the fight. Like, one boss, for instance, has a second phase that you would normally never see in normal mode, because we do a lame bros item, or bros trick, that skips over it. So we're gonna actually see the full fight instead of just the first half. So you can tell if you've ever seen the original game that this jump rope course a lot easier, dude. Really toned it down. And even the later levels, they're not as fast, not as hard. Alright, so I know we're already playing on easy mode, and that's bad enough, but normally, without Amiibo, you would go in there and play that jump rope minigame 5 more times to get beans. But Amiibo let us skip that. And since this is a game that was made during the big hype of Amiibo, of course it has Amiibo support, dude. We'll talk about what Amiibo do later on when it's actually important. But just know it saves around 4.5 minutes, and it cuts out the boring jump rope minigame and a lot of RNG grinding that would kill runs if you don't get good enough RNG grinding. So think of it like Metroid missile RNG, if you've ever seen an original Metroid run. Kind of how that used to kill the run. That's exactly what would be happening here, but instead of, 10 minutes into the run, it would be an hour and 10 minutes into the run. Alright, so you might think that I'm just doing these fights on randomly. So I have to count these blocks. So it might be looking like I am doing these fights randomly, but it's actually leading up to a not very tight, but it's a specific experience route that gives us the best times to level up, which is going to be important for Dragohoho later on. Yo, Zaruin, thanks for the good luck. Alright, so you remember that little skip I was talking about? Well, we're getting ready to do it. And it really only saves 5 seconds. It would save more if the actual overworld updated, but since we do this skip, the overworld doesn't update properly. And enemies never, get stronger like we want them to, and produce, 2 enemies per battle instead of 1. So that's really what's holding us back from saving more than, 5 seconds from this. Alright, so this is called Jump Course Skip. And it's literally that easy. So what happens there is we go into a text trigger onto the right. And we high jump and dismount. So we hit the text trigger, and that pushes us to the right, but it pushes us past a different text trigger that would normally stop us from leaving through the bottom. So we can actually just abuse the text triggers and escape early. But like I said, it really doesn't save all that much time. Doing the jump course takes 20 seconds at most. But since we have to do an extra encounter, that's really only going to end up saving us 5 seconds. So here's a tutorial battle they didn't bother fixing for some reason. Normally it takes 2 turns to kill these guys, but easy mode actually does affect our POW in this battle for some reason, which is crazy. Allows us to get out of there a lot faster. Alright, so we're going to be grinding, not really grinding, because we need this battle for the experience anyway, but we're going to be doing these bros moves because we are going to be going for advance before Whohoo roast. And we don't necessarily have to do bros moves during this fight, it would be faster not to. But we really need the advance because it's going to do a lot more damage using advanced commands over the regular bros move. So it is faster to get hit by the build there. It might look like I was trying to jump on it, and if I did jump on it, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but you know. So this is pretty much the only intentional enemy encounter that I'm going to get into. So you can see Luigi's experience is kind of cutting it close. We're going to be cutting it even more close on Whohoo, as you'll see. Alright, so in normal mode, we would have to be worrying about our syrup count right now, because the syrup route is actually really tight in normal mode. But since we're going to kill most of the bosses before we even need to syrup, we don't even have to worry about a syrup route. So we don't first strike these enemies because it's actually slower to first strike them, since we can just kill them in one jump anyway. And yeah, we're headed off to Tolstar. Hopefully our money is good, and it's perfect, dude. Perfect 100 coins. That's exactly how the route tells us to do it. So we heal our SP there. That is one of the only times we're actually going to be opening the menu to heal. The next time we're going to do that is right before the final boss. Alright, so we're going to intentionally fail this Splash Bros, because if we hit it, we kill Tolstar too early to actually perform 4 Bros moves. And that Bros move, that failed Bros move, will still count towards advance, because this game, I don't know, man. This game likes to count one failed one as one successful. Alright, so we're just gonna finish him off real quick. It's actually such a much faster fight than the original. See, he's in rage. You would think, oh, well, he's just in rage. He's only halfway gone. But nope, he is actually dead. So sadly, Luigi, he's not gonna make it to the finish line to level up. So I haven't done too many runs with the easy mode route. That's why probably a lot of these splits are going to be golds. Hopefully I'm playing well, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so swag jump, that's what we call swag jump right there. You're normally supposed to spin jump across that gap, or high jump, but you don't have to do it if you're a god gamer. It's actually really easy, but people think it looks cool. So again, this cutscene is horrendously long in the original, but we're getting through it twice as fast, dude, so speedrun strats, let's go. So these NPCs have some really wild movement. Alright, so a good change is adding this pipe right here. This pipe does not exist in the original, and it's going to come into play again right at the end of the game when we have to return to this place. And we don't have to return here until the end of the game. So normally the pipe you would get is after the jump rope minigame, and that's a pretty long trek to get back here. So adding that pipe, really good decision. And yeah, like I said there, that NPC got in my way. You really can't predict what they're gonna do. They really just kind of, I feel like they have AI specifically programmed to get in your way. Alright, so we don't have to talk to this guy, randomly talk to them all to figure out which guy it is. He will actually come up to us, which they changed for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, we're getting ready to head up to Whohoo Mountain, which is I would say it looks visually appealing to see the movement, if I can do it right. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. So, another great addition is more heal blocks. Heal blocks were only available in the Japanese version of Superstar Saga, and they were sparse. But they are very plentiful in this version of the game. So we don't have to worry about our SP quite as much, thanks to the heal blocks. So switching bros moves there ate my X input, but that's okay. Another interesting thing to note is you can actually cancel your high jumps in this game. So that's gonna lead to some possibly interesting looking jumps, and possibly just failing them because I cancel it too early. So we want to cancel it right as we get onto the ledge, you know? But if you cancel it too early, you will just fall down. You can also cancel your spin jumps as well. So we're gonna go for the Kobe right here and try and hit this thing a little early. This just saves us from actually having to walk up to the statue and, you know, we can hit it diagonally. So that Dry Bones tried to heck us there, but he's a little bit too far away, dude. Didn't really calculate his movement. Kind of a loser. Alright, so Dry Bones hecking us is going to be a really big theme coming up in about 10 minutes. Hopefully he doesn't heck us too bad, you know, but yeah, this beanie is in a bad spot. So there's one Dry Bones in particular that is really pain in the butt, but we'll see how it goes, you know. Not that one, obviously. So hopefully Luigi doesn't get stuck on the stairs. Good, dude. That looked pretty easy, but, you know, Luigi can get stuck on the stairs, he can jump too early, you know, all sorts of stuff can happen. Alright, so here's a pretty big RNG part coming up. The Whohoo minigame is actually a lot of RNG, where the orbs spawn, and it can lose you seconds. Which may not sound like much, but it's a lot to me. Alright, very sentimental. Alright, I'm liking it. I'm not liking it anymore, dude. I'm not liking it. Alright. 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 That was some pretty good RNG, dude, not gonna lie. Alright, so you know how I said we have to get advance? You're like wondering, hey, where's the advance at? Well, don't worry, child. It's right here. So these bros moves, they're not required to kill these statues. These pillars have 3 health, alright? But it is so worth it to get advance here, you don't even know. So, without Splash Advance, we would be doing about 17 damage here. And without Bounce Advance, we couldn't attack both enemies on the screen. So, both very good to have. So you can see Mario's doing 15 damage. That is a lot. And just like that, he is already dead because we are doing a massive amount of damage. Alright, so I was talking about the experience route being a little tight there. You see Mario had exactly enough experience here to level up to level 5 before Dragohoho. That is exactly what we want. Oh, missed a split, dude. Well, you know, that happens. The commentary more important. I already know, dude. Alright, so this is the room, the dreadful room, the dry bones room. It's not as infamous in the original because there is a pretty consistent strat to always avoid the dry bones. Here, we just gotta risk it, dude. Hopefully he doesn't hack us today. Alright, we're doing it, dude. First try. He was in a really good spot. That's really rare. He really likes to just heck your day. Really bad. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way through Whohoo Mountain. Nothing really going on. Alright, but normally you're not supposed to catch this whirlwind cycle, or it's actually impossible to catch that whirlwind cycle in the original, but you know, faster game. So it's actually faster to jump off of these stairs instead of spin jumping, which is the intended strat. That is actually a really tight jump though, so if you go for it, you'll see that that is actually a lot harder than swag jump. That's pretty much swag jump 2.0. Alright, so we're nearing the end of Whohoo Mountain already, dude. So Dragohoho is coming up. It's a pretty straightforward fight. So everybody likes Dragohoho. He's pretty cute, you know. Wonder who that is. I mean, he's just a dragon, dude. Definitely not a person. Alright, so we're doing a lot of damage again. That's a lot of damage, you know that meme? Perfect. So, Alpha Dream actually kept the hard dodges. Like, this fight is actually pretty hard to avoid. Still. Which you would expect Alpha Dream to go easy on us, children, but, you know. Don't really get that luxury. So you think Mario has enough BP for one more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and block that attack, because blocking it stops it from going off screen, and it takes a long time for it to go off screen. So if we just block it, it is actually a lot faster. Alright, so we can actually just block all of these, and we are good to go. And just like that, Dragohoho is already dead. So comparing to this to a normal mode run, we are already like 3.5 minutes ahead, based solely just on the damage we're doing. Oh man, it's Peasley. Alright, so this theme's a banger. Get your sour pleases. Get your sour pleases out, please. Alright, so we're gonna head to Beanbean Castle now. That is our next POI, point of interest. But first we have to grab the hammers. Again, super nice cutscene. Fast forward, you know, blessing. Alright, so there's actually a really neat thing you can do with the save block outside of this house. Let's see if we can get it, dude, you know. And we got it. It's actually pretty easy to do. pretty swag, you know, we're all about the swag strats here. Alright, so this section's pretty straightforward until the minecart game. So we're heading on our way to the minecart. Alright, so the minecart minigame. It feels a lot easier in this version, so that's why I like to leave the flashlight right here. And we kind of just have to, you know, makes the game a little bit harder, a little bit more fun. You know, we kind of have to guess when to jump with Luigi. So, you might hear some... Where are those Luigi noises coming from, you know? Missed that one. A little late. I gotta hit this one. Alright, easy. Easy. Easy every time. Alright, so we only missed 2, dude. It's all good. So, yeah. Having the flashlight out front makes it more fun for me. You don't have to do that, you know. Again, we're all about that swag. Alright, so this super syrup is actually important. One of the important syrups that we need. It's going to come into play a lot later on, actually. One of the only fights where we actually have to heal SP right in the middle of the fight. Because we don't kill it soon enough. Alright, so these spinies out here, they are just awful. Every single one of them. Oh god, made it, dude. Alright, so here's the boring minions mode that nobody has ever played. So we'll just ignore that and equip Mario with this badge we found somewhere. And still on our quest, dude. So luckily, Beanbean Castle, not very far away. But it's been ravaged by something, I guess. You know, we don't really know any backstory right now. The game's in Japanese, after all. I can't read it either. You know, never played this game before. So, who did this meme? Again, we gotta incorporate as many memes into this run as we can. We need the millennial views, and millennials, I know they love one thing, and that's memes. So, gotta keep the millennial viewers entertained. Alright, so if you've never played this game before, what are you doing? You know, play this game. Play the original. Play this game. Play the version. It doesn't matter. They're both good. The same experience, pretty much. So, this is the only time I can think of that Mario and Luigi has actually had to do their job. You know, we've never actually seen them perform any plumbing duties. I don't know if this counts as plumbing or what, but, you know. So these fighter flies here are actually pretty much the most annoying overworld enemies in the game. And luckily that guy was nice. They placed them right in front of the doors. I'm pretty sure to intentionally be malicious. Like, Alpha Dream really wants you to fight these fighter flies. But, you know, we try to read them as best as we can, but sometimes they really just don't want to move, and or they really just want to get into an encounter with you that day. So something I haven't really talked about up until now, because it's not really been important, is the overworld action commands. They are no longer bound to just which bro is in the front or back. We can just switch on the fly using the touchscreen. which is brilliant because the touchscreen, you had to incorporate it somehow, and we don't have to switch screens ever like some games, you know. Some certain titles we have to switch screens back and forth, and it's just not fun to speedrun, dude. Well, maybe a little fun to speedrun, but it's not fun to do that. So this guy in a really bad spot right now, and dude, I told you he really wanted to show me his moves. So of course this fight has 4 enemies, the maximum amount you can get. They all really just wanted to come out and show us their moves. So yeah, that guy's pretty much the hardest one to avoid out of them all. And if he's in a bad spot, sometimes it's just not even worth it to wait, because you'll be waiting for 20 seconds. You should have just taken the encounter. So if he's in a bad spot, you know, you just kind of got to work with it. Go when you think it's safe, and get hecked like we did just now. So, all right, coming up is Queen Bean. This is one of the fights that we are going to be skipping what is intentional, because that's slow. And it doesn't add anything to the fight, dude. If you've ever fought this fight, you know how annoying it is. Let's not do that. Alright, so we're going to be using Splash Advance, because you can use Splash Advance on spiky enemies for some reason. Don't really know how that makes any sense, but yeah. Queen Bean has a crown on, and that counts as a spike, but we can just ignore that. So this is a pretty straightforward fight. Really, pretty much the first time that I've had to stop speaking for probably over 30 seconds. So probably a good time for donations, possibly, you know? Wink wink. Kinda hecked up the menuing there, but that's okay. So yeah, one of the first times we have to use a syrup in battle, and one of the last also. Alright, now barring that OK Hammer really didn't cost me that much time, she should still die here. I don't think the damage is that precise. I think she should still be dead. Yeah. Alright, so that encounter, it's gonna cost us about 20 seconds. So we can take a look at PB. Oh, dude, look, perfect. Oh, well, just kidding. But yeah, that would normally cost us about 20 seconds, so don't look at the PB. It's lying to us right now. Alright, so I talked about Amiibos earlier, and boy is it time to use them. Alright, we got our Amiibo set out right here. All lovely and ready to use. First we have a little badge tutorial. That's interesting because if you mash start, it actually skips some text for some reason. That's not possible any other time you have to say press start. So, you know, real interesting. Thanks Nintendo. Alright, so this music actually fits perfectly with what we're about to do. About to use cheat devices. Alright, so we just scanned the Amiibo. And a Amiibos are stamps. And he's gonna give us this badge. This badge is really overpowered right now, but it won't be overpowered in a hot second, so don't worry. Alright, so we're gonna give Mario the new Amiibo badge. And gonna give Luigi that. I didn't mean to close out all the way, because guess what, dude? We have to fill out some more Amiibo. And I'll tell you the reason why as we do it. But right now it's just placing Amiibo on the 3DS. Alright, so since we switched badges, and since Mario's SP is really low, we're gonna heal. We're gonna come to this side, and we're gonna collect our Amiibo awards, which is three of each bean types, and that's gonna be very important for making coffees later on, because you need certain types of beans that are really hard to obtain through normal means, and or really RNG dependent. Like, we would have to fight some of these Parabeanies and just hope for RNG drops. So we're glad this exists. Alright, so that Spiny was in a pretty bad position, but it's all good. Alright, so this is one of my favorite themes in the game because it is drastically different from the original, but not in a way many people would notice. Also, this maze has become significantly harder because the floor is now wood colored like the barrels instead of being purple carpet like in the original. So you kinda have to meander your way through it a little bit instead of actually seeing the path, you know? The path is kind of invisible, which makes sense, why they get lost. Doesn't really make sense in the original how Papa was hiding out in there. Alright, so if you've never played the remake, get ready for a sour please. Alright, now since we have the Amiibo badge on, our speed is just crazy, through the roof. But Luigi's is not, so he's still slower than Fawful and Bowser. So our turn pretty much gets split into two. Alright, so I have to count out loud to remember what turn I'm on. So this is the start of turn 2. Seems like it'd be really easy to memorize what turn you're on, but it is not. It is the exact opposite. Alright, end of turn 2. Turn 3. And yeah, this is pretty much the last attack that they're gonna have any chance to do. And with a swift jump, Ricky is dead. And since we kill it on the turn Fawful is supposed to attack, Fawful is just gonna immediately run away. He's not even gonna attack. Oh, never mind, he does attack, dude. That's the other fight. My bad. My B. So yeah, really fast fight. We're gonna lose some time because my Amiibo minioning is bad, but don't really have to worry about that, dude. Not your problem to worry about. It's mine mentally. Yeah, lost 1 second. All right, so apparently PB's menuing was also not the best. Alright, for some reason you can say no to these guys. I don't know why you would want to say no to learning more abilities, but you can. And interesting feature, you know. Glad that that's part of the game. Alright, so they send us off to find these two glasses. This is basically a glorified tutorial. Not a very fun one, to be honest. Alright, they are so surprised, even though they could do the same exact moves and actually get the cups themselves, but you know. We'll just go with it, dude. Not gonna ruin the lore. Alright, so that resets our action commands for some reason. Every cutscene resets your action command to jump. So, you don't really want to change too hastily. You kind of want to wait until it's coming up a little bit sooner. Especially if you know a cutscene is coming. Alright, so coming up is when the fun stuff's gonna happen, and by fun stuff, I mean I'm just kidding. This is normally when you would do barrel glitch in a regular Superstar Saga any percent run. But of course, we don't have access to such a glitch. Wish we did, but you know, sad face. Sad face. Sad face. So you can see I'm trying to cancel my spin jumps as best as I can. So for some reason, as soon as you jump on this barrel, it switches Mario to Hammer. It is not like that anywhere else in the game. Whenever we jump on Mario to hammer a button, we're gonna have to manually switch to Hammer. It's only like that in that one spot for some reason. Some very odd reason. Not really sure. Alright. So, we're off. Yo, Temporis, what's up? How are you? Alright, so a required bean tutorial. We obviously don't need these beans. We have more than enough to do our deeds, but these are required. Alright, so this is normally a pretty frustrating fight in normal mode because we would have to Chopper Brothers and grind for Chopper Advance. But luckily, hey, this is not normal mode. This is easy mode, baby. And we got the lucky. This fight's already going swell. So we need to do 3 Chopper Bros. That was a pretty bad Chopper Bros, but it doesn't really matter. Wiggler only has 90 health. Alright, I had to think for a second because I didn't know which segments I wanted to attack. But we can attack that one. Alright, if he does a running attack, that'd be pretty bad, but luckily he didn't. So again, we can make him weak on Luigi's turn and use Chopper Bros on Mario's turn. Now if we fail a Chopper Bros here, it's actually not the end of the world because it will still kill. So we can actually, but since we didn't fail, we can just jump and he will be hecka dead. And again, we got the double. That double is really hard to hit, but you know, we're God gaming over here. And I should have just jumped again, but you know, I was feeling it, dude. I was feeling the Chopper Bros, I guess. So that was actually nearly a perfect Wiggler fight if I just jumped, but you know, like I said, I was feeling the Chopper Bros, I guess. So here's what we're after. We're after these bean fruits for some reason, because the tree we talked to wanted them. I don't know, it's a really weird situation we're in right now. Alright, so these Shy Guys coming up can be big hex, but we want them to be no hex. So, hopefully, no hex. Oh man, dude. Almost no hex. So. Oh, well. Good thing we have the Amiibo badge on. I had to check my time to see if we can afford that, and yes, we can. So. We're all good, dude. Normally, those Shy Guys aren't a problem, but when enemies want to heck you, they will heck you, and today they are just really wanting to heck me. So, you know, a bit of a sad face again, but hopefully the sad face isn't the motif of this run. We want the motif to be happy face, if you know what I'm saying. That's not how you get a happy face, dude. I didn't mean to spin jump there, but we'll take it. Wasn't that slow. Alright, much worse mistakes could have happened. We're doing it. Feeling good. Alright, so a little puzzle here. Nothing too big. Again, might be a little silent because this puzzle is not really much to say during this one, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's a cool puzzle, I guess. That's about the extent of commentary for this one. Again, we're switching Bros action commands on the bottom screen. We're not using L and R, which is a blessing. Alright, so for some reason when you grab this fruit, it clips you into the tree and immediately pushes you out. If I didn't jump there, you could have seen me get pushed out, but me jumping and holding a direction kind of ruined that. We would have clipped out though, dude. Trust me. Alright, we're gonna switch Luigi badges and give him this one. That's the one we want, dude. Right on it. Right on the money. Alright, so I healed after Wiggler, so we don't have to really worry about healing. Alright, so Chuckolator is a fight I was talking about earlier, where we actually get to see the whole fight instead of just the first phase. In normal mode, you would grind for Chopper Advance on the Wiggler fight, so you can do this fight fast. But since we don't have to grind for Chopper Advance, that in and of itself saves about 20 seconds. And this fight, the way we do it with easy mode, is just as fast as using Chopper Advance. And plus, this way is a lot cooler. So. They didn't add easy mode recently. I've just been doing normal mode runs. Alright, so the combo we're going to be doing here is Chopper Advance, Bounce Advance. With easy mode, Chopper Advance is actually good on this fight. So his shield has about 70 health. So he didn't turn around. If he turned around, that would have been good RNG. We could have dealt 2 more damage. But, you know, it's all good. Alright, so his shield will break this turn, which is not possible in normal mode without grinding, and grinding is slow. So bye-bye shield. So normally we would keep the shield up in normal mode, not really normally, but so we get to see the entire fight. And we get advanced, dude. So Luigi's badge that he has on now is really interesting because his PAL level is getting ready to decrease after this turn. So since he doesn't have enough SP to do another attack, we are actually going to Super Syrup Luigi. So he can do one final bounce advance on his last turn with his extra PAL. And this will actually cause Chuckolator to go tiny. And this chopper is actually pretty hard to hit, so hopefully I don't miss. Alright, good. So we're doing a lot more damage now that he's small, but Bubbles comes in to heal him. And his heal amounts are definitely random, but yeah. So now Mario is low on an SP, and this is the last time we're going to be ever healing SP in the battle. Hopefully I don't miss. Please laugh if I miss. Alright, didn't miss. Alright, so he's dead as heck. So normally he would die to the bounce advance, but we got bad RNG with the healing. He healed a little bit too much. So a jump there probably would have killed, but I'm not going to take a risk in a no reset run like this. So we'll just take the little bit of time loss. Again, we're still ahead, so no worries. Don't heck. Thanks. Alright, so these guys can be pretty big hecks. Just like that. He knew exactly when I was coming down, so we're losing time here, dude. Alright, good. Just what I like to see. So yeah, couldn't really avoid that one. Maybe if I went the other way, but you know, I don't really have mind reading abilities to know what they're gonna do. So we just kind of have to go with what I do, and if what I do fails, too bad, I guess. So that's about a 15-minute mistake. Again, not saying that it's technically my fault, but if I went the other way, if I just read the future better, dude, we would not be in this situation. But, you know, that sucks. Hate to see it happen. So we feed Queen Bean Mario's vomit, and she's back to normal. Maybe not as buff, but you know, it's all good, dude. We're all happy. We're all happy except for the Beanstar because it's heckin' kidnapped. Gotta go save it. Alright, so we're actually going to pick up the Beanbean Castle pipe now. We could have picked it up earlier, but it's really not even more convenient to pick it up now. It's just when I like to do it. We're also going to buy some badges for Mario and Luigi, so... Normally if you go this way, that guy likes to come up and block you from going. So we're going to buy the first badge, which is going to increase our POW by a pretty significant amount. Not so much for Mario as Luigi, but you know. Because the Amiibo badge is still quite good right now. Not going to be in a few seconds. Alright, so... this is a lot of cutscene right here. Because since we have all the beans at once, we can get all of the coffees at once that we need. So... yeah. Just gonna... let you guys enjoy the cutscenes. Again, I can show you just how much time that we are losing due to that dumb Shy Guy encounter. It's gonna be about 15 seconds. Alright, so we're getting the last thing, which is Great Force. Totally not the Triforce or anything. Oh man, it hurts to look. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Alright, so we're back to what's important. Alright, so now we're gonna grab the first of many. We're gonna grab a bean fruit. And this is gonna be important for getting a piece of the Beanstar later. Even though the Beanstar is not broken now, it's gonna be broken later. You know, all of this crazy stuff's gonna happen. So we're just prepping a little early. No big deal. It's faster to grab it now than later, by a few seconds, because, you know, it's on our way to grabbing the pipe. And it's on our way to grabbing the one pants, which are going to be really important later on when we need a lot of speed. These pants are going to be giving us a heck ton of speed. So there they are. We call them the one pants, or I do anyway. Not sure of their English name, but you know, that's not what's important. What's important is the effect. And the effect is lots of speed, baby. Alright, so we're going to equip Mario the honeycomb, which is what I call it, and we're going to equip Luigi with the Triforce. We're going to equip Luigi with the bottom pair of pants, and Mario with the one pants. So this is basically a setup for fast Mario. Mario has a lot of speed, and Luigi has a lot of PAL. Luigi's kind of the powerhouse right now. That'll change when Mario gets more PAL than Luigi, but for right now, they're both pretty much monsters. But you know, Luigi's got the great horse. Alright, so it might sound dumb to do this extra fight, but this fight always has just one Sniffit, and that's way better than gambling with the Sniffits in the other rooms. We do have to level up to level 10 here. It is faster, so it is just better to do that fight than try and gamble and lose. IMO anyway. Alright, so Whohoo University, this is pretty much the coolest room in the entire game, but sadly the rest of the dungeon, I will call it, it's not like that. Alright, so we're gonna fight this one virus. We're gonna fight another virus, but it's gonna be one that's actually a little bit more in the way. So, neat little Easter egg. Not really an Easter egg, because you're gonna find that in casual play. If you fight these things, they die like that. Don't even have to worry about their damage, dude. Their health, all good. Alright. So we're really close to leveling up. One more virus encounter will do that, but we're gonna do one that's in the way. It's pretty much guaranteed to heck you. So we're just gonna get that one out of the way. If I get into an encounter with another one, I'm not gonna do the fight. So red, 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 blue, blue, red, 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 blue, red, blue. So yeah. Yo, Coco Mouse, thanks for the good luck. So, the gimmick of this dungeon, pretty much, is we have to carry this light all the way through and back to the beginning room. So, that's what we're going to be doing. Yo, Gamby, thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. How are you? We have another emote coming. They added more emote slots. So, I moved Snowy on B to $5. Get hype. So, if we position Mario right there, the block will spawn right above him. Oh, well, you know, we tried. Pretty much right above him, dude. Alright, so the speed at which these blocks come out is completely random. Sometimes they'll just shoot out way too fast. You don't know that they're coming, and you'll just miss them. These have all been pretty slow, though. Oh, there's a fast one. That wasn't terrible, but could have been better. Alright, so we have to get this barrel. Everyone loves the barrels. Well, that's not how you get the barrel. Gonna have to do some swag strats to make up for that one. Well, I hate how that went. That went very poorly. Alright, so we get reunited with Luigi. Make Mario big again, if we can, please. I'm not sure why the action command wasn't automatically selected to what we needed. Alright, so that room was atrocious. Hopefully the rest of the dungeon, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty depressed about that one. Please don't heck me. That was way too close for comfort, dude. Alright, so we have one more intentional virus encounter, and that is in this upcoming room. So if you fall down here, that's actually terrible. So we're gonna do our best to stay afloat here. It's better to hammer Mario there than try and hammer him on the slanted floor. You cannot hammer Mario on a slanted floor, so it's better to do it there than try and drop down first. Alright, so yeah. Barrels. They're pretty prevalent in this area. So this guy doesn't normally heck you, neither does this guy. They're pretty chill. I definitely hit the hammer button, dude. The game just does not like my button presses. Alright, so here's the virus I was talking about. Normally he's ready on the ball, but we could have got past him that time. But that doesn't matter. You might think, oh, well, you got past him, dude. Why didn't you just keep on going? Well, we're gonna have to come back to this room with Solo Mario, and it's really annoying to dodge with Solo Mario, so we're just taking him out, dude. Because we have to reach level 10 anyway, like I said, and this is pretty much perfect experience to get to level 10. So if I get a 1 here, Luigi would be at 69, but sorry, dude. The rolls are just too free for the meme. Alright, so here's pretty much the real first Solo Mario section. Kinda scary because they're the same enemies that we fight with both bros, and now we are stuck with one bro. So pretty scary if we get into an encounter. But since Mario has the one pants on anyway, it won't really matter if we get into an encounter. We shouldn't get into an encounter anyway. That guy was kinda being the gatekeeper, so luckily we got by him. So very reminiscent of Donkey Kong going on here, you know. And first try easy every time. So we have to switch to high jump immediately there. I have to do an awkward thing where I kind of hold my body sideways so I can actually hit that with my thumb while still moving right. Alright, so this dungeon's pretty much over. I keep calling it a dungeon because it reminds me of a dungeon and not an area. I would normally call it an area, you know, but I'm feeling dungeon today. Sorry to all the area fanboys out there, but I'm just preferring it today. You know, that's how it is. Alright, so yeah, we've gotten the light to its goal, ready to hit it and go beat up Cackletta. So people think Mario and Luigi are some kind of saints in their respective games, but they actually just kill things all the time. Like, they do not care. They are out here murdering innocent creatures. And Cackletta, not really innocent, but you know, I don't know if death, you know, is what really needs to happen. But yeah. Definitely about to just kill Cackletta though.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Dun 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 dun. Alright, again, we're gonna use Chopper Bros because that is the best thing we have available at the moment. That could have been a little better, but, you know, it's all good. So this is an instant death if you get sucked into one of these holes. Easy mode does not save us there. Alright, so normally Cackletta would do some other attacks, but since easy mode is just too good, dude, she's already going into the last phase. Again, instant death. So pre-Monka S. And just like that, dead. So they use this really cool boss animation, pretending like this is the final boss or something. I don't know what they're thinking, but you know, yeah. This is actually not even halfway. Pretty sure that was a gold by, oh, more than I thought. So, I'm happy. Happy about that one, dude. Alright, so this area is not really over. We still got a little bit more to do, dude. And by a little bit more to do, I mean we've got a very, very tiny basement section to do, and then another boss. Don't run into the walls, please. That's not good for you. Alright, so this blue guy can be kind of a heck if he sees you right away. This red guy, not really a problem. These sniffets, not really a problem when they're in the right spot. This yellow guy, though, bit of an issue sometimes. Alright. So this water section is a bit of an issue because these markers where you're supposed to hit are not exactly accurate all of the time. And you know, that sucks. But again, God Gamer. Not really though. That's incredibly free compared to the original, where it is much more strict. So, yeah. Another thing that they fixed that was actually good. So we don't have to heal SP, we barely used any in the previous fight. And look who it is, dude.
Let's go! Okie dokie.
So again, Chopper Brothers is the strat. But not for Luigi. Bounce Bros is not what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing his new attack, Knockback. Knockback is pretty infamous for being infinite in the original and pretty easy to pull off infinitely. But they kind of nerfed it in this. Not really the best thing to use anymore. Well, that sucks, because I definitely did jump, but just not early enough. So, this is now a much longer fight than it needed to be. That sucks. Not really sure about PBing with this run anymore, but we're we're keeping the train going, dude. So, you know, Fawful doesn't kill us there, obviously, so it doesn't really matter. So Bowser, Rookie, finds out that he's Bowser. You know, spoilers. Sorry. That's not actually Bowser, but it is now. So it's all good. Alright, so the obvious empty slots on our action command menu about to get filled. So we're getting ready to get Firebrand and Thunderbrand. Why are they called Brand? Marketing, dude. Marketing's taking over the world. And we gotta have brands on everything. Can't buy no name brand. Gotta have the Firebrand. Alright, so this section is pretty straightforward. Again, not much going on. So, for the first time in a little while, good time for an open spot or donations, you know, however your marathon may be ran. I know not all marathons do donations, so kind of just an empty spot. I might have a co-commentator with me, I don't know, feel like I can do this by myself. But if need be, maybe they can talk about something, you know. Well, I tried hitting the Thunderhand icon, but you know, it really was just not having it today, and that's okay. I accept your apology, game. So these guys roaming around this island are actually kind of like secret bosses. If you do the opposite of what color they are, or it might be what color they are, they will get into an encounter with you and try to kill you. But you can talk to them, they're NPCs until you mess with them. Alright, so the underwater sections in this game are pretty brutal, not gonna lie. Not this one so much, but some upcoming underwater sections are gonna be rather brutal. Because there are gonna be some enemies that are just so fast, and really we're moving at probably 75% of our normal speed when swimming, so it's really easy to just get hecked. These bloopers, though, pretty easy to avoid. Hopefully I don't eat my own words. It'd be pretty sad. Yo, someone donated? Is that what? Is that?
$1. 3 good luck on the underwater sections.
Yo, who donated $1? Oh man, I missed the name. I'm gonna have to read it in a second. I don't have any free time right now. This might look like free time, but it's really not because I'm getting ready to go right into something else. So thank you for the $1 donation, maybe $3. For $1 for every underwater section. You know, poggers, dude. I'm ready. Thank you, whoever, mysterious donor. That it's not really mysterious, but I just didn't see it because I'm a bad person. Yeah, thank you. You're crazy. Alright, Gamby, it was you. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it, dude. Don't get a lot of donations too often. Alright, so we're gonna grab this pipe and head back to Beanbean Castle. Not because it's required for any cutscenes, but there is now a badge that is useful. And we're gonna grab it. So this Mom Piranha split probably gonna be pretty ugly. So don't judge me too hard, please. Surprised that that hit, honestly, but I'll take it, dude. Anytime I don't expect it to hit and it hits, dude, I'm all for it. Anytime I expect it to hit and it doesn't hit, that's where I draw the line, dude. Alright. So the airport, again, pretty straightforward. We're grabbing some water, we're watering the Smash character, and we're gonna electrocute it. We can't just electrocute it right away. That's not how plants work. Gosh. Alright. I'm pretty sure if you run into one of these guys, it acts as an encounter that you have to kill the plant separately, but obviously this is faster. Alright, so we are going to level up twice on Mom Piranha. So, it's going to be one of the only fights in the game where that actually happens. So Mom Piranha is actually pretty RNG fight, kinda. We're just gonna pray that she doesn't resurrect her children in the blue form. So,
Okie dokie.
come on, Mama. So first off, we're going to start by killing her children. Again, Mario and Luigi are just brutal. And it's pretty much guaranteed that she's going to spawn a blue one here. Sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she does. Most of the time she does. We just don't want to see another blue. Alright, moment of truth. This is fine. It's gonna be a little slow, but this is fine. That's also fine. She'll still die. Mom Piranha does not have a lot of health at all. If she gave us an orb attack, that probably would have been faster to actually hit the chopper, but not hitting the chopper actually probably a little bit faster than hitting the chopper there in that situation. Obviously, spawning no more extra children is what we want, but you can't always get what you want, dude. And we are ahead. Thought this split was gonna be looking a little ugly, but you know, I'm for it, dude. Again, I'm all for it. All for whatever this game gives me. So a great thing about this game is if you're holding R, you can't actually interact with NPCs. And so if you hold R there and press X, you won't talk to the NPCs, but you can heal. And that's a pretty big deal because every other save block is out of the way, so we really want to hit that save block. And luckily the R strat works every time, dude. Why do we not want Mom to turn blue? It's not really a big deal in easy mode, but in normal mode, you have to kill the blue children. Because she has more defense as blue. And you have to do 3 or 4 turns, even if you miss Chopper Bros, to kill her instead. So it's not really much of a big deal for us, though. What we want, God RNG, is if she doesn't spawn any children at all, which is possible. Where you get 2 turns where she doesn't spawn children. That way we don't have to watch the slow animation of the child attacking us when we hit the mom. But, you know, it's no big deal again. Alright, so Chopper Brothers has been pretty much Mario's main resource, but we're getting ready to get Spin Bros, which is going to be Mario's new source of income, aka New Bros Attack. So we're going to reload this area because you see that Lackapy holding a Spiny. If you try and go through this area, it will hit you no matter what. We've tried to make it so it doesn't happen, but it really just happens in literally every situation. So we have to reload the area. Alright, for some reason you can say no to getting your hammers upgraded. So, you know, we definitely do want it to happen. Alright, so we're grabbing Secret Scroll 1, which is, again, Swing Bros. And unlike Secret Scroll 2, it is not random. It is definitely in this block every time. So yeah, that is not RNG, even though as much as it would like to be. Thank God. The Secret Scroll 2, which we do need for this run, it is RNG. And it can be a run killer when we don't save, when we're trying to actually save time, you know what I'm saying? But we'll save. So not gonna be a run killer, might be a time killer. You know, please not. Alright. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna be collecting the fruits. We need the nutrients. Alright, so we're heading into Teehee Valley. One of my least favorite remix songs. I know some people who love it, some people who hate it. Not really any in between. Don't really hear any people saying like, oh yeah, this song's fine, dude. Nah, that's not how it works. That's this is definitely either a banger or a non-banger. And to me, big non-banger. So, sorry, all you Teehee Valley fans. So you may be wondering, whoa, how's Mario jumping on these spiked enemies? That's because the badge we just got from Mom Piranha actually allows us to jump on spiky things, which is why Luigi has to use the hammer instead. So, you know, GG. So yeah, it's required for us to kill all of the enemies in this now. In the original, you could just kind of wait off screen a little bit and they would not spawn in. But yeah, we actually have to fight the enemies this time, so that's pretty not hype. But you know, we'll live, I promise. These fights are not terrible, not the end of the world, dude, I promise. So yeah, that's pretty much this section in a nutshell. So we do want some cactuses, but we don't want all of the encounters to be cactuses, because we want to be close to level 18 by the time we leave. And we've had some... I would like to see one more cactus. Hopefully this guy brings us the dinner. And by dinner, I mean cactus, because that's what we're having for dinner today. Please give me the cactus. Alright, well, not looking too good. Not looking too good for levels right now, dude. I'm gonna be real honest. And that would suck. So you can pretty much tell when I'm using the circle pad and which I'm using the D-pad. I'm using the D-pad for most of the run, but circle pad, not really the best. I'm not a fan. Don't like the circle pad for movement. Alright, so hopefully we can get some cacti. Come on, baby.
Let's go.
Come on, baby. Cactus. Oh, no, dude. It's not looking good for levels. It's not looking good. I'm being honest. It's not looking good. Come on, Peach. Get back on screen. I'm getting a little scared. Getting a little spooked. I'm spooked for my levels, too, so... Ah, that's a little spooky. I'm running away, dude. I can't handle this. Can't handle being underleveled. Give me some cactus, dude. I want some cactus. I want my dinner.
Oh yeah.
Please, 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 please. It didn't work, dude. My strat. Alright, so it's looking like we're gonna be underleveled. There's not really much we can do about it, so, you know, heck me. Luckily, being underleveled doesn't mean too bad things. It's a lot more prevalent in normal mode, but you know, I hate to see it happen. Getting bad RNG here is gonna affect us for the whole run pretty much, but none more than Bowser's Castle. Bowser's Castle, it's gonna be a nightmare if we don't get 2 cactuses right here. Yeah, dude. Bowser's Castle, oh god. So yeah, we have hit level 16. We want to be close to level 17, not level 18 like I said. My bad. But yeah, oh god. Not good. So that pretty much solidifies losing time on Bowser's Castle. And oh god, I forgot to get that one. Hopefully it doesn't get her. Nah, I'm just joking, dude. You don't have to get that one. It's never hitting Peach. Gotcha. Got a little Monka S. You know. If it's not a cactus, I'm running away. Of course. So we're probably going to lose time on this Trunkle split. Mostly all due to this, because I didn't get the first strike like I wanted, but you know, you don't always get what you want again. So we are underleveled, but not as bad as we thought we were going to be. 2 cacti, not the best, but definitely not the worst situation. So yeah, we can compare against these splits, see what happens, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna do a pretty cool strat on Trunkle here. So he never attacks.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
So we don't want to do too much damage to his body, which is why we're going to use Chopper Brothers one more time. Because we don't want him dead. Alright, he's in the back.
Let's go.
So yeah, just like that, he never gets to attack, and it's a really fast fight. And if I had my preference, we would be close to level 18 right now, but sadly, we are not.
Oh yeah.
So you can see that this run is fairly optimized. We are only saving seconds here and there in a pretty long run, I would say. So despite this run actually, people thinking it's actually bad because I did make a few mistakes, it is nowhere near bad. It was actually incredibly lucky to get the run I did first try with easy mode, but we are on pace to beat it right now by about a minute and a half if everything goes well. Alright, so here comes one of the first mini games of the run. But luckily we have a banger to listen to, dude. Such a banger. No one was ready. So this is actually from Paper Jam. And yeah, it's a banger. So Sour Please moment again. If you don't like this song, you're gross. This song's great. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're really just trying to get to 200 and then we're stopping, so we're not really focusing too much on this fight. This isn't even a fight. I'm just so used to saying fight that this is apparently a boss fight to me. So cool boss fight, dude. Alright, so you remember the solo Mario section earlier? Well, we're gonna have another one, but this time, instead of solo M, it's solo L. A lot of people find this part quite memorable, and yeah, I agree. I like this part. So, pressing the B button makes this loud beeping noise, but if you spam touching the touchscreen with your finger, it is so obnoxious. What runners like to do is try and time the music, you know. I was kind of doing that in the minigame. I think that's a little bit more swag than, you know, doing it like that, but okay. We're all about the swag here yet again. Alright, so Solo Luigi section. Everyone's favorite Nintendo character. Of course. That's fact. Duh. Can't wait for Wario and Waluigi Mario RPG spin-off to come out. Really looking forward to that one. So, we can turn to the map here because we really don't need to switch our action commands. And we can see where to go because it's kind of spooky, you know. Kind of a spooky, windy tunnel. Ravine, even, you know. Alright, look dude, we're back here. So unexpected to be back here. Alright. So, yeah, everything pretty much connects in this world. Alright, so the first 4 of these blue balls, haha, blue balls, you know, Link to the Past. It always comes first. This one's 3. This one's 3, but a little faster. This one's 3 again, a little faster. And then this one is completely random. And we got good luck. It always looks like that hammer doesn't hit the button, but it surprisingly ends up happening. Alright, so yeah, we gotta use thunder, of course. This is the Luigi section. Of course, we gotta use his main element. Of course, Luigi is an elemental fighter. This is an RPG after all. I really wish they would incorporate the Mario and Luigi elements into their Smash moveset. I think that'd be kind of dank, but you know. Good thing I'm not on the Smash board, because these are the changes that we would be seeing. So this puzzle is kind of a doozy, you know. If we do fall down, we have to restart, kinda, sorta. So we're not gonna fall down. As easy as that, dude. So there's probably some other way to do this puzzle, but this is the fastest way. They have all these other buttons here for some reason. I don't know, dude. We're doing it this way. Because we never hit that green button down on the side, you know, we're always hitting this green button over here. Alright, so I do get nervous here because I'm always nervous of falling down and having to restart this little puzzle thing. So yeah, I'm nervous right now, and we did it. Run is saved. So yeah. So, this guy is actually kind of scary, I would say. Avoiding his fireballs, it gives me a lot of anxiety. Not gonna lie. He's gonna start shooting them here in any second. So yeah, this is my strat for getting over the balls. So I have hit a fireball as soon as the timer clocked down to 0, and it did count. So, you know, pretty epic. So this pipe's kind of wonky because you expect to have to climb up it with Mario and Luigi, but nope, it is actually just an insta-warp. Funny enough, if we could actually get to that pipe early, that would be a huge skip. But I don't think we're ever clipping out of bounds with solo Luigi, so I don't think we ever have to worry about that being a skip. You know, nobody likes skips in my speedrun. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Oh yeah.
So yeah, this Hermie split is actually a pretty long section. I'm sorry, I should add more splits, I know. So we're gonna be stuck on Hermie for quite a bit, dude. But Hermie's beautiful, so we don't get too upset looking at his face. He's trying his best, dude. All right, so Peach has been kidnapped by Bowletta. My bad. Yeah. Now we gotta go and reform the Beanstar to save Peach. That's the goal right now. So Bowletta is holding Peach hostage for the Beanstar, so it's our goal now for some reason to go and get the Beanstar.
Oh yeah.
Is that somehow our problem? Yeah, dude, pipe number 8. That's the one. Alright, hopefully these bombs don't heck me. They can be in pretty bad positions sometimes, but normally if you just jump right there, he's usually never there. Alright, so we're going straight back to Teehee Valley. But not to do any more boring stuff. This Teehee Valley segment is actually a lot better, and I like it a lot more. So yeah, we're just making our way over to the ship. Not really too much to say. So going through the ship is actually kind of boring, but it's fast, so we don't really have to worry about being stuck talking to NPCs for too long. Again, we're on Japanese, so you can't really read anything, but you're not going to be able to read that in English anyway. You might pick up a word or two, but you know, does it really matter? Alright, so they got rid of the bone DK and replaced it with this guy. Yeah, but here we go. Barrels. Everyone's favorite. It's the first one I saw right off the bat. And this is the first one I saw right off the bat too. Oh. Oh. Feeling like something can line up right here, so that's what I'm doing. And it does. feeling like this can line up pretty well. Might have been the wrong move, but yeah, I really want this, but how bad do I want it is the real question. That wasn't bad. That wasn't that bad. I wanted it, but, you know, didn't have to work for it too hard. It's the way I like things. And one more up. And we are one away from the break, and that was pretty easy, dude. Alright. I can keep going, but, if it's during a run, at a marathon, I'll for sure keep going to see what I can do, but, you know, for now, we can interact with chat a little bit. This is a nice finger break, so I might not go for the whole time. This is pretty much the only time you get to rest your wrist, pop your fingers, and all, but, yeah. Yo, gamer guy, I'm doing pretty good. What's up? So, yeah. Another good time for donations, too, so. Donation time, downtime, anything you need it for. I tried my best, and I think I've been talking for pretty much the entire run, which is really good goal. Even if it's about the game, I think I've been talking about the game pretty much the entire time as well. So I'm pretty proud about that. I can pull it off again, obviously. So yeah. Definitely are on PB pace. By how much? Lord knows, dude. But we're there. Alright, these NPCs again like to get in your way. NPCs just have something for getting in your way, dude. It's all good though. Not blaming them. So if you go back upstairs without talking to this guy beside this pretty scary looking thick bone, I don't know what his name is. The TNT will not spawn, so you have to talk to that thing. A lot of people forget about it, but you know, good thing this is my second playthrough, so I know where everything is. So yeah, it may look like I was joking about that being my second playthrough. It may look like it actually is my second playthrough based on my splits, but my splits are from easy mode. I've ran normal mode and finished multiple runs of that. So yeah, I have to clarify. I can't really make the joke of this being my second playthrough because it kind of does look like that based on my splits. But these are new splits, so don't worry. We're all good, dude. Multiple runs, yeah. 4 completed run is multiple runs. If you want to know something about how I speedrun, I normally don't finish a lot of runs all the time. I know that's strange, but I normally try to go for the best time I can right away. Instead of just finishing the run, you know, I'm probably going to reset and try another one. Or if it's not a bad run, I'm not going to continue it just because I have a minute time save later. If I'm behind a minute, I'm usually going to reset. So yeah, that's why I don't have a lot of runs finish. This fish is a pretty big deal. There we go. So we didn't hit the fire hand like I wanted to. It saves a little bit of time. So this is the first of a few water sections. Luckily, water is going to be pretty much over with as soon as we are done with Oho Oasis, which is the area we're getting ready to go to right now. This is Oho Oasis number 2. Did not mean to switch to fire hands. I meant to hold R during the loading zone, because if you hold R, cutscenes will automatically start fast forwarding. So. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade our bros items for the last time. This is the last time we're gonna learn any new bros items, which pretty much signifies that we're nearing the end, kind of. You know, we still got an hour and a half, so still a long ways to go, but we're nearing that point. We're almost at the crest of the hill. You know what I'm saying? Pretty bad analogy, I'm sorry. So you can say no to getting these items again. I don't know why that's a feature that's necessary, but, you know, we have to say yes. Technique?
Oh yeah.
Dude, we were talking about SpongeBob earlier. Technique? Dude, I love SpongeBob. What are you talking about? Yeah, so there's not really much to do during this tutorial. So yeah. Again, a little bit of downtime. Not really a lot because, you know, fast forward. So great. We love it, dude. We love the fast forward button. Alright. So, we do have kind of a tutorial section, but there is some tech that we're going to be doing, hopefully. So yeah, we can knock over Koopas now. Lovely, right? We needed 2 guys. Oh, that sucks. Yep, that sucks. Alright, so I didn't really show off the technique the best there because we normally don't spin jump through that. It's actually faster to fire through that. But I did it to show off that almost anytime that there is a spike roller section, it is not required that we use the associated bros command. We only need to use fire and electricity for these boost statues and for Koopas. Just like right here, I'm not going to use electricity to get through these rollies. This is what we normally don't roll through these. Again, I messed it up because I went for fast cycle and I just was a little bit too slow. Yeah, that sucks. So yeah, those are pretty sloppy jellyfish sisters, but it's all good. No worries, dude. Right. So we got some Koopas to take down, just in case we didn't get enough Koopa. More Koopa. Hopefully I don't get into an encounter with these Koopas, but if I do, I will take it because I do need the extra XP right now. If it is a fish, I will not take the fish encounter because this right here is pretty much the hardest underwater section, even though it's one of the shortest. Alright. So that's very scary. Alright, we have one more really hard enemy dodge left, and that's going to be in the last underwater section, so get hype. I'm not going for the early cycle there. Too hard for me. I can't believe that missed. I never missed this. So I'm a little upset. because I've hecked up multiple times, but you know, the rest of this area is gonna be perfect, so can't even complain. So yeah, we're actually gonna switch to Flame, because that is the area we're gonna be doing. So Oho Oasis probably feels like a lot longer than it is, and since we're getting to this encounter, I will actually fight it. So yeah, I need the extra experience anyway, so I don't mind to do this. And he'll die on the counter. So yeah, we're gonna be level 18 entering Hermie, which may not be a good thing. We're probably gonna lose a little bit of time to PB because of this, but that is okay. I told you if I got into an encounter, it's probably for the best to just finish it off. Don't normally get into an encounter there, but that guy was just in a bad position, and I normally like to go by the water. He can just kind of corner you there, even though there's not really a corner, but you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, so this is pretty much just basically just showing us how to use this. So if you hold, sometimes the fish can just heck you. Again, if you get unlucky, the fish can just heck you here. But you know, that's RNG. Well, I tried pressing X, but it ate my input. Not even making an excuse, I promise. I will tell you when I mess up. Alright, so hopefully we can line this up right. Hopefully that's not too far down, and it was. Well, that was pretty trashy. We were barely just too far down. Alright, so this Oho Oasis has been pretty atrocious. We're probably gonna lose like 20 seconds so far. Not the best, but again, could be a lot worse. So we're always looking at the bright side here. So here's the last underwater section of the game. Alright, and here is the fish right after this loading zone that can really heck you. And he did not heck us today, so good. So, one unintentional encounter that was RNG, and one unintentional encounter that we finished and we got experience from, and we got to level 18. Can't really complain about that one too much. I try to combine that and much. So yeah, those pants are always in a really weird location. I don't think they're ever in the same location 2 runs in a row, so those pants are gonna give us some leeway with attacks, so that's good. That boost statue right there is actually really weird. Sometimes it can just not let you move it, so you're just standing there like an idiot with Mario being stunned from the electricity. But yeah, hopefully Hermie goes pretty fast. Let's see what PB is. Yeah, we're about on pace to tie PB, so not losing as much time as I thought. I think we'll see. We are a level ahead of PB now that we got that encounter, so this fight should be pretty fast. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit behind, I think. So,
Okie dokie.
pretty much right on pace with my prediction.
Let's go.
Alright, so he's gonna go into his house, and we're gonna have to use fire. He likes to hide. That somehow got him into rage. There is a chance that he can go back into his home after this turn, so please don't go back into your home, Mr. Crab. He's not homebound, dude. Yes. So he should be dead after Mario's turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're pretty much on pace with PB if this kills. If not, then we're a little bit behind because of Luigi's turn. Alright, yeah, we're a little bit behind. So you can see how much behind we are. Yeah, that's a yikes. But, we'll just pretend that everything's still fine. Right, dude? That's how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna be heading back to another familiar location. We're heading back to Chuckolator Woods. So know you guys have been wanting to just go back and listen to that wonderful music. So, going back on a little detour. A little required detour, to be honest. So yeah, that loading zone gives you a perfect angle to actually hit that Koopa right away. Pretty cool. Alright, so we're heading into the Snail minigame. These are called Winkles. And they're very pessimistic if you actually read their dialogue. Alright, so this is the only thing in the game that you can't use D-pad for, so that sucks. So we actually have to use... Don't hit that. Okay, what you doing, dude? That could have been faster, but, you know. So getting hit there actually speeds up the timer. So that's why we take as many hits there as we can. Alright, so now we're pretty much just completing the Beanstar. And the last Popple fight? Question mark?
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Yes, no bag attack.
Let's go.
We might level up twice. Yep, okay. Alright, so now we're on our way to get the clothes. So clothes, pretty boring part, but again, we're collecting some more fruit on the way. You'll see why in a minute. But yeah, I didn't really talk much during that Fawful fight because it's pretty much the same fight that we've been seeing, and I completely missed the boost statue. I was zoned out for just a hot second, dude. So, you know. So we're gonna switch Luigi's pants here, and that's gonna be for a very specific reason later. But not this exact moment. Alright, we had a little interruption there, but it's all good. Alright, he's looking for a yellow checkerboard. And then we can hit the yellow one right there. And the checkerboard is the first one, so pretty easy to hit. Alright, he's looking for some purple dots. This one is a little bit more brutal. Alright, and orange is a really hard combination to get, so it looks like you can almost get it there, but you really have to just wait it out. You can just barely get it there. And the star is fairly simple. Just hit it immediately. So yeah, we're pretty much fashion experts at this point. There are different clothes patterns in the original. Like Brown Star, I know it ends with Brown Star. I haven't really played the original recently, so yes, it definitely does end with Brown Star. Alright, so we're gonna collect the last of the tangible bean fruits that we can grab right at this moment. There's still one more hiding somewhere, you know. I couldn't really avoid that one. That one was just pretty much right in my way. And he might be right in my way again when we try and leave. So hopefully he moves away. Probably won't, dude. Just knowing my luck, he's probably going to be right in my way again. And what a homie. Alright, so we're now heading to the Yoshi Theater. Maybe if that guy was a little bit more cooperative, that would have been a little better, but you know. Alright, so this is pretty much the longest cutscene in the game. Even more atrocious than the original. So this is pretty much double time. So just think about how long this is in the original. Another great time for donations and some downtime, but yeah, we're out. Alright, so now we're heading to Piranha Bean, which has now been spawned into the actual overworld. So now we can go and get our last bean fruit. That would have been nice if that guy wasn't in my way, because now we're losing more time than ever intended. And you know that sucks, because we were on pace to save time on Piranha Bean, but now not so much. Alright, so we're gonna do a little skip here again. Everybody likes the skips. So you can just see, yeah, we were on pace to save time, but not really anymore. So, yeah, that sucks. Alright, so Piranha Bean is dead in 2 turns. Not even a big deal, dude. Yeah, we lost 12 seconds over PB, so we should be plus 47, 17 seconds, okay. This is just a submission video for any time I'm interested in submitting this game. We can just go ahead and get this out of the way. So we still can PB with this, it's just gonna be a little harder than we once intended.
Okay. Bye-bye. Let's go. Hi. Fire.
Yeah, figured I was gonna hit the trees. It's not worth it to actually try and hit it. Alright, so Luigi, we're equipping him back with his 1 pants, and we're giving Mario the 1 pants. Alright, cool. So yeah, the enemies really know what you're doing. They really program the AI good in this game and in the original, because enemies are here to get you. In every situation, almost any ground enemies are pretty much out to get you. Alright, so a little bit more downtime here as we prepare to go to Joke's End. Alright, so this is why we needed the bean fruits. We needed them to feed to these Yoshis so they will give us some neon eggs. And Bubbles' brother here, we call him Ron. He's gonna put him up on a sign for us. And he's gonna give us the Beanstar piece that we needed. So Beanstar is now complete. Our only goal now is to go back to Beanbean Castle and show our prize. Please don't be in my way. Thank you. Okay. So there's actually a pipe over here that we're gonna take instead. Yo, QB, what's up? Alright, we're going to pipe number 5. So now that we have fire, we can speed up that little section. And another pretty long cutscene explaining why Balletta, or explaining where Balletta is, not why. So if you've been keeping up with the lore, you've noticed that the 3DS color has changed. The first transmission from Balletta, it was a blue 3DS, and now it is a pink 3DS. So, very interesting. So yeah, that's a pretty good fire. And fire right here. This leads us directly into the loading zone without having to worry about the Lackapy. And now we are on our way to get Ultra Hammers and to get Secret Scroll number 2, which just happens to be completely RNG. So we're gonna have to save after we get Ultra Hammers. So they don't ask you to, if you want to say no this time, which is good. That's how that it should always be. So we save after we enter this loading zone. We can ask chat to pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. You know, chat never lets us down. Normally it's best to just go up and hit it. Alright, we have 2 more chances because we got the bag. So yeah, this is pretty much the life of Secret Scroll number 2. And there it is. So at least we didn't have to reset, which is sometimes the case. Sometimes it can be, you can get double nothings, and you know, it's just terrible. But it's better to stick with a number than to switch around, because you're more likely to get double nothings if you switch your number around. You're more statistically likely to get double nothings if you move, if you switch numbers. So Pretty much playing the lottery there, but got out 3-0. Alright, so we're heading to Joke's End. It's not how statistics work, but okay. Yeah. You know, we tried, dude. That's what matters. So it is faster to mount and then dismount. Spin there. And this is Joke's End. The final area before Bowser's Castle, pretty much. And that guy really tried his hardest to heck me, but, you know. Alright, and again, we don't have to use the slow electricity. We can just be fast boys and skip a cycle of waiting for the electricity to charge up. So now going back through, we can actually do a little pool thing here. It would have been a little faster if I got the first cycle, but I was not feeling like missing it and looking stupid for a second time in the row on those rolly things. Don't actually know their names. They probably do have a name, knowing that it's Mario. Probably have a specific name. Alright, so now we've lit the soup. As weird as that may sound, that's exactly what we're doing. That's pretty much the gimmick of this area. We're lighting soup. So. Alright, the goal is to not get hecked by this thing again. And I ran right into that ball. Luckily Mario has the one pants on, so we don't have to worry about sitting through any of this. And yeah, enemies are pretty atrocious in this area, so we just kind of have to take it. It's pretty weird when you get stuck on walls like that. Sucks, too. Alright, so we have our second round of this block puzzle, and again, just like before, speed's random. They can just randomly come out fast as heck, and you're just not ready for it, including on this first block go around. They can come out fast here too, doesn't matter. and not be ready for it, and, you know, you're losing time. Just like that. That could have been better, but not the worst. Alright, so we're lighting this candle. Again, it's weird, because this entire area is weird. But yeah. So, lighting that candle is pretty much the path to progressing for some reason. I don't know how that's gonna open a door later, but I just have to see. Alright. Yeah, sometimes just hitting the block doesn't work randomly. It likes to do that. So, you know, pretty strange, but it's just how it is. Yumnada, what's up? Alright, and we are now approaching the climax of this dungeon. If I can not run into walls, please, that'd be great. And yeah. Alright, so that candle we lit earlier is gonna come into play real soon. I can just tell you there's actually a cup of soup under that candle. So that's what we're going to go light right now. And it just so happens to be that the area guarding that soup is one of the most area condensed, or the most enemy condensed rooms in the game. So we have to get lucky, pretty much. If we can get lucky, we can get through this room, no problem. If we don't get lucky, we're gonna get into at least one encounter, maybe even two. Yeah, I couldn't tell what he was doing, couldn't tell if he was staying, if he was going, coming or going. That sucks. So we did not get good enemy patterns there. And, yeah, tragic. Hate to see it happen. But, yeah, told you, not much you can really do there besides react to what they do and hope they do good patterns. And they were not treating me well. Alright, and somehow, burning out all of these candles opens the door. We tickle Mario. And we're on our way to the boss of this area.
Let's go! Okie dokie. Let's go.
So we're actually gonna lose time to PB here. That's okay. No biggie.
Oh yeah.
This run's still definitely, maybe not on pace to PB, but it's definitely on pace to get sub 330, which is the ultimate goal anyway. Alright, so this is Cyclone Bros, what we learned from Secret Scroll number 2. It's pretty much Luigi's best bro attack, and it's what we're going to be using for Luigi for most of the time when knockback is not the, you know, Most successful method.
Let's go.
Alright, and after this, she will be dead. So, should be losing time to PB real soon. And yes, yeah. So PB not looking too hot, but that's okay. I came in this with a clean mindset of not expecting a PB, so I'm not too hurt by not PB. So yeah, we are true. That is a big yikes for me. Alright, so now we are pretty much close to endgame. One more little sequence, one more boss fight, and then we are at Bowser's Castle. For real.
Hammer.
So yeah, of course the bright idea to put Luigi in a dress. This is why everyone loves Luigi, obviously. Can't wait. So we'll just forget the fact that Luigi looks exactly like Peach. And Luigi has a perfect Peach impression. Actually, crazy. Oh. Alright, again, not too much to say here. Just cutscene. We're gonna be dealing with another cutscene right after the Koopa Cruiser. And through the Koopa Cruiser, not really much to say. But yeah, it's pretty much just revisiting the Koopa Cruiser from the beginning of the game. This game likes to revisit areas. That's why people like it, because it does feel a bit more connected when you revisit old areas, but I don't really think so. I think Partners in Time with never revisiting areas does a pretty good job at keeping things linear. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. We grabbed the Beanstar, we're off. That's the one thing we don't want Kackletta to have. And of course, what is a final fight before the real final fights without our one and only true friend? Popple. Alright. Popple, here we come. Alright, so hitting this heal block here actually heals both Mario and Luigi for some reason. Not sure why. It just does. Alright, so dry bones yet again. They are definitely not as hostile as they are in the original. They like to heck you a lot more in the original than in here. And of course, the single Mario section, we have to light a fire. And pretty much the shortest single Mario segment ever.
Mario! Wow!
As we have a final showdown with Fawful and his new assistant.
Okie dokie.
His girlfriend, right, even.
Let's go.
Alright, hopefully she sucks. She's not sucking, dude. We're gonna save time over PB here, which is good. This is what we need. Because PB Cyclone Bros, and it's a little slow. And Luigi is just gonna be really heckin' overpowered, I see.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
So yeah, these fights in Bowser's Castle may be going a little faster than we intended. And that's okay, dude. Not complaining at all. Alright, so we can't actually use the pipes to warp back to the castle now. We actually have to go there manually. And, you know, it's such a far walk, dude. So tragic that we have to go there manually. Oh, we're already here, dude. Oh. That wasn't long at all, you kidding me? Alright, so yeah. We are getting ready to enter the final area of the game, which of course has to be Bowser's Castle, or Bowletta's Castle, however way you look at it. So yeah, first time in the game that there's no music, so you know things are getting serious. So yeah, Bowletta wants the Beanstar, and she's gonna attack the Beanbean Kingdom until she gets it. So it's our job to stop her. And save Bowser too, I guess. Yo, Isaac, what's up? Alright, so this pipe we got at the beginning of the run actually coming in handy, and we are heading to the final area of the game. And here we are. People think that this track is a banger. Bowser's Castle is just full of bangers, dude. So, here we are. So we have to fight all of the Koopalings. Each little area has a little gimmick. The gimmick is here that there are 7 boss fights, and they are the Koopalings. They all have unique little rooms that they go in to test us on what we've learned throughout the game. But Iggy starts off brand new, randomizing our controls actually. So that sucks. The fire is pretty much RNG, so the fact that it actually came down again sucks. But, you know, we can't really do anything about that. Hate to see it happen. What? I'm mad. Actually mad. No way should that have been a hit on Mario, but whatever, I guess. Guess we just have to take it. So yeah, PB definitely dead now. That sucks. Could have possibly, maybe, salvaged it, but you know. That should have definitely not been a hit. I'm still confused as to why that was a hit and not a jump on his head, but bygones be bygones, dude. So I shouldn't switch these pants so soon because this upcoming room is pretty much enemy horde. So yeah, Morton's room, little easy, but you know, that's how it is. Didn't mean to do that, dude.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Alright, so these Koopa fights are pretty straightforward. I can tell you that Morton is pretty much the biggest tank early on. We're not going to face another tank until Roy, pretty much. We are pretty over-leveled though, so we are going to save quite a bit of time, especially if he dies here, which would be nice. But he doesn't, of course. He will die to this, though. Alright, Windy, pretty straightforward fight. Oh, we're not on Windy yet. Heck, we're on Lemmy. Lemmy should be a one-turn fight with Spin Bros. Luigi's killing it with these levels. So yeah, this sadly can't PB anymore, but we can try our best, dude. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Try and pull out the best run that we can. Alright, Koopa, don't heck me, not today. So this whirlwind is actually pretty hard to hit if you don't go super late there. I almost fell in the lava, actually. That's how late we went, but, you know. Not complaining. Alright, so Lemmy, he has 4 possible locations. It's random at the beginning, but you can actually tell after the first one. Because the real one's moving a little bit faster.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Alright, so yeah, again, Lemmy, pretty straightforward fight. Not really doing too much, dude. These Koopaling fights, they're pretty interesting idea on paper, but when executed in the game, they're just pretty annoying. Alright, so next is Ludwig, everyone's favorite. Ludwig has pretty much the hardest room, if I recall correctly. Yep. Again with this, that's not gonna work. This might not work, actually. Okay, it did. Alright, good. I took it a bit slow, but I didn't really want to mess it up today, so... We're watering the Smash character yet again. This time watering the plant kills it for some reason. A little strange. Alright, I like these figure eights you're doing. Alright, you should be done. Yep.
Let's go.
Alright, son, let's go. Shoutouts to the gamers born in 1998. Alright, so yeah, that Iggy fight pretty much killed the run. So we're still gonna be behind here, but should save a little bit of time. Alright, PB still possible apparently. By a little bit. That'd be pretty hot. I don't even care if it's like a 2-second PB. If I can get a commentated run that is a PB, that will be the best. So, I'm going try hard mode, sorry. Again, I might have a co-commentator with me that would easily help commentate some things with me. But, oh yeah, dude. That is not how you... That's not how you PB though. Alright, so yeah, I might have a co-commentator with me to help me during some of these parts, but I don't think I'm going to be on PB pace during Marathon anyway. So, yeah. I will take this PB with pride if I can pull it off, especially with how well the commentary was towards the beginning of the run. Really like that. So yeah, let's go, son. And PB should happen as long as I don't majorly screw anything up. No more mistakes like that Luigi thing though, please. Alright, so everyone's favorite speedrun. SMB1. Is this gonna be the 454, dude? god, dude, I think we're gonna have to retime that one, but I think that might have been world record. No, I'm just joking. People normally have to retime their SMB1 PBs. I don't think anyone's that good at splitting. Sorry, I had to explain the joke and ruin it. But, you know, that's how it is sometimes. Alright, so Roy, our boy. That was a little strange. How do I know it wasn't lost levels? Well, if it was lost levels, there would have been wind, so that's how I know.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
All right, Roy, give me the hammer. Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Alright, so Luigi's really pimped out with his POW right now. It'd be cool if this killed, but it's gonna be really close to not killing, sadly. Like, yeah, he's really close. He gave me double hammer though, which is pretty crazy. And he's dead. Alright, so Wendy's should be a 2-turn fight. Should definitely not be a 3-turn like it normally is. So that's where we should save 4 seconds that we lost. So let's go, son. Alright, so here's the boo room. Everyone likes boos in this game. They make cute little noises, and they gave me bad RNG. So, not really cute anymore. Yeah, this might have killed PB. And it was completely RNG. The boo normally doesn't do this, so, you know. That's cool. I'll show you what the room's supposed to look like now. So yeah, we just got unlucky. I waited a really long time there, so you know that sucks. Cancelled it too early. Yeah, it's not looking good, dude. Sorry. I really wanted the PB, but I think I wanted it a little bit too hard. The game knew I wanted it a little bit too hard. That's why it gave me that boon counter. Yeah, Wendy's pretty straightforward, pretty much like Lemmy. She just does different attacks, and she'll probably show off her ring attack first. She doesn't normally do the fireball attack. But the game's doing everything different these days, so yeah, might as well do the fireball attack. Alright, so she's not gonna die to this, which is sad, which means that encounter really did probably cost the run. At least we got a good counter. Yeah, it's not looking good, dude. Which is sad, but, you know, it happens. Can't cry over spilled milk. Nice. I did get Hecht and PB there, so they're pretty much even, I think. Maybe. If I get Hecht on the way out, though, it won't matter. PB will still be impossible, so we'll have to see. Yeah, that's pretty much this section. Nothing really more interesting than just trying to commentate the run, dude. Commentating what's happening at the immediate moment, so... because this is really pretty boring. Larry's fight is kind of cool, though. You'll see why.
Go! Okie dokie.
So it would be nice if we can get, if we can skip one of these counters. Alright, be done. Be done. I don't know, dude. Kinda looking dead to me, but we'll see. Dream's looking pretty dead. Alright, if the Kamek misfires, we're good. Alright, we're good. It's really gonna be close.
Let's go! Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's looking kind of dead, dude. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think it's dead. I don't think we can get a faster Cackletta than what we need, so yeah. Especially since Mario's leveling up twice. He's not. Yeah, that encounter really did cost the run, so yeah. Alright, so now we can talk about the final boss. Alright, so that was Fawful. He's pretty easy. He's pretty much like the rest of the fights in Bowser's Castle. Just add on. Alright, so we're getting ready to go and fight the final fights. Bowletta and Cackletta's Soul. Not what I wanted to click on. So we're gonna heal with the gold shroom, because we have a lot of those in our inventory. We're gonna switch to jump because there are a lot of cutscenes here that like to stop your movement. Just like those. Lifting the fog away counts as a cutscene, so you kind of fall to the ground. It's really dumb, really weird. Yeah, here we are, Bowletta. So what would be lovely is if she does not do an orb attack. That will save us the 15 seconds that we need. And of course not. Yeah, it wasn't enough though, dude.
Mamma mia.
It's actually slower than PP. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, well, it gives us more time to focus on this, I guess.
Let's go.
Alright, so Cackletta's soul is pretty easy. We're going to take out the arms, and then we're going to take out the head, and then it's going to be pretty much a free fight. Everything takes out the things in one hit, thanks to easy mode. Alright, this is slow. We wanted her to give POW up, but, you know, that sucks.
Let's go.
So we can automatically attack the head. And the head is gone. And now with Luigi's attack, we're going to do Cyclone Advance, and with Mario's attack, we're going to do Spin Bros. So she has 1200 health. Oh, and she gave us the longest attack. So yeah, PB definitely dead. If she didn't give us this attack, then we would have been fine, but... we might have had a chance if she didn't give us this, but yeah, of course. It is still a run that is close to PB, I guess. Okay. So yeah, this is how close we were to PB. Oh yeah, and we don't do the last action command for Cyclone Advance because, you know, that's slow. It actually does more damage if you fail the last action command. I don't know how that was so much. Oh yeah, dude. Duh, we got the longest attack. So yeah, that's why we lost a lot of time on Cackletta's soul. But yeah, this run is now finished. Sorry I didn't talk a lot about the game during Bowser's Castle. I was really trying to focus on getting that PB, but you know, some things are just not meant to be, I guess. But it's okay. We got a good commentated run in the books ready.
Hi.
So that's what really matters. So yeah, no PB today. PB tomorrow, maybe. I will keep trying to push this game down as far as I can, and it's looking to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. This run definitely still had some mistakes, but really thought I could push my 7 best down a little lower with this run, but it's all good, dude. We should gold this last split though, so it's all good. And time ends there. So yes, that was really close to PB. 28 seconds off. If I didn't get into that Hammer Bro encounter with the Boo, probably would have had it in the bag. But, you know, and Cackletta soul didn't cooperate. So, you know, it's okay. It's always next time. Next time for runs, for a no reset run for a marathon submission, it's pretty decent. 9 minutes ahead of my estimated time, so could probably submit as a 325, but I will be submitting this as a 330 estimate. And I can put normal mode up as another category incentive, but normal mode is just this, pretty much just 25 minutes slower, so there would really be no incentive for doing one or the other, unless you really wanted to start with normal mode and then make a donation incentive for easy mode, or vice versa, whatever you really feel like is going to bring in the most viewers. But yeah, this has been Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga DX. This run was fairly decent, so yeah, hopefully I commentated enough. I know I didn't commentate as much as I wanted to in Bowser's Castle, but I was really trying to focus on getting a PB there. It didn't work out in the end anyway, so you know, kinda a lull moment. But yeah, hopefully the commentary throughout the rest of the game makes up for that, and I can commentate through Bowser's Castle, obviously, when I'm not stressed about saving just a few minutes. So, you know, or saving even just a few seconds. Yeah, I'm done here. You know, it was fun. It's always fun doing a run of this game, even if it doesn't PB. And yeah, hopefully you'll consider this run. It is a very good run, I would say. In comparison to Superstar Saga Original Glitchless, I would say that this is more unique. Not a lot of runners of this. It's faster. Everything is in its favor. So, you know, hopefully this is a good consideration for any marathon I submit this to in the future with this video. So yeah, thanks for sticking around.